Zimbabwe. The country of Zimbabwe, located in sub-Saharan Africa, has a land area of 390,757 square kilometers, slightly larger than the state of Montana. Zimbabwe has a population of 13 million people, of which 98% are Africans and the other 2% are other. These 13 million people live in an agricultural-based economy in which they spend the majority of their time farming and collecting natural resources. Some resources that come from farming include corn, tobacco, wheat, coffee, sugarcane, and peanuts. Natural resources. They also mine a lot of minerals and raw materials such as coal, gold, aluminum, nickel, tin, diamonds, clay, and numerous metallic and non-metallic ores. About 90% of raw natural resources get exported to other countries such as China, South Africa, the Democratic Republic of the Congo, Botswana, and Italy. A big reason as to why Zimbabwe isn't well developed is due to the poor management of resources and inability to put them to good use. 25.1% of Zimbabwe's GDP comes from industry. This is where most of their money comes from. Even with the money from their exports, Zimbabwe still lacks the domestic capital to start private enterprises, along with the government control on other services provided. To try to fund projects, Zimbabwe's government printed out vast amounts of paper money, leading to hyperinflation. Because they don't have many jobs available besides collecting resources, Zimbabwe has a high unemployment rate, estimated to be 95% in 2009. The few schools that were established in the country during British colonization were either restricted for them or provided preliminary English education, which was not enough for any kind of employment. So how does AART plan to help Zimbabwe develop? We believe that education is key. Our plan is to provide the Zimbabweans with education. But this education isn't the type where they learn from books and paper. This type of learning we are used to won't teach them anything if they don't get the full experience. Their education would be technical, such as hands-on learning, in which they can actually experience everything and be able to master useful skills. They will learn more about their resources and how they can use them by going out with educators into fields, which will be their form of a classroom. They will be able to learn about the properties of their resources and learn how to use them to be more of a value to keep them inside the country and to export them to others. Using other successful countries as an example, we want to show them better usages for their resources, like in Missouri, where they use aluminum for the soda company. By doing this, the people may develop an idea of what to do with their resources. Then we will be able to teach them how to manufacture the products they desire. With these new products, they can use them to develop their own nation and export them to make more profit than exporting only raw materials. We also plan to help them solve their food deficit by better agricultural management. With better management of their farmland, Zimbabweans will be able to use their land to its maximum capacity to produce the most crops in the shortest amount of time. Zimbabwe's agricultural sector suffers from drought and sudden climate change. As a countermeasure to drought, we will help them to perfect and to reconstruct their irrigation systems. To try to counter Zimbabwe's low rainfall, we will help to develop better water conservation and distribution techniques so that they can grow more food. In conclusion, Zimbabwe is a country that has a variety of natural resources and materials, but they lack the ability to use them efficiently. By allowing AART to bring educators into their country, we will be able to help them develop. These educators will give them the proper education to provide them with better management skills and proper training to work with hands-on jobs. AART will also teach them about the resources and how other countries use them, so that the country of Zimbabwe will gain ideas on how to use them, and our company will teach them how to manufacture these products. With AART's plans, Zimbabwe will become a more developed nation.